In the skies over Ukraine, a new kind of warfare is unfolding, one that's often overlooked but increasingly decisive. It's not just drones striking tanks or trenches, it's drones hunting drones, UAV versus UAV. Aerial chess played at 100 kilometers per hour. Since 2022, Ukraine has transformed itself into the world's most agile drone power. But in 2025, the battlefield shifted again. Russia, facing mounting losses from Ukrainian air defenses, including US-supplied Patriot systems, began pulling back its manned aircraft. No more Su-34 fighter bombers flying low. No more Tu-22 long-range bombers risking deep strikes. Instead, Russia turned to loitering drones, surveillance UAVs, and electronic warfare platforms. Ukraine responded not with billion-dollar jets, but with mass-produced, domestically built drones, many costing less than a used car, designed to intercept, jam, and destroy Russia's unmanned fleet. This is the new frontier, drone versus drone warfare. Ukraine's drone doctrine has evolved out of necessity. With limited manpower and industrial capacity, it leaned into asymmetric tactics. By 2025, Ukraine was producing between 4 and 7 million drones annually, according to internal estimates, ranging from FPV kamikaze units to medium-range interceptors and high-altitude surveillance platforms. Over 500 domestic drone manufacturers now operate inside Ukraine. Platforms like the R-18 octocopter, Shark UAV, and Vampire heavy drone have become staples of the battlefield. These aren't just bomb droppers, they're drone hunters. R-18 UAV cost approximately $3,000 to $5,000. Shark costs around $10,000. Vampire UAV up to $25,000. Russia's drone fleet includes the Orlan, Lancet, Shahed, and four-post platforms. These are used for reconnaissance, loitering strikes, and electronic warfare. Orlan UAV cost roughly $100,000. Lancet UAV cost around $35,000. Shahed drones, widely used by Russia, about $20,000. Four-post UAVs, upwards of $300,000, but they're vulnerable. Ukraine's medium-range drones now operate in layered formations. Recon UAVs spot Russian loitering drones. Electronic warfare drones jam or spoof signals. Interceptor drones, often modified FPVs with extended range, close in and detonate on contact. This isn't just tactical, it's strategic. Every Russian drone downed means one less eye in the sky, one less strike package, one less threat to Ukraine's defensive lines. Ukraine's defensive lines, stretched thin across hundreds of kilometers, remain intact largely because of this aerial buffer. Drones fill the gaps where manpower cannot. They scout, they strike, they defend, and they do it at scale. In March 2025, Ukraine's Vyrai drone consortium released a batch of 1,000 medium-range drones built entirely from domestic components. These platforms were deployed to intercept Russian UAVs over Sumy, Kharkiv, and Zaporizhzhia, with confirmed kills on Lancet and Orlan platforms. Operators described the experience as aerial dueling. One pilot, call-signed Falcon, recounts tracking a Russian loitering drone for 12 minutes before launching a modified Vampire drone to intercept. The kill was confirmed via thermal imaging, a direct hit at 300 meters. These engagements are happening daily, and they're changing the calculus. Russia has responded by increasing its drone output, particularly long-range loitering platforms launched from deep inside Russian territory. But Ukraine's ability to intercept these drones mid-flight, often with platforms costing a fraction of the target, has created a lopsided exchange ratio. A $10,000 Ukrainian drone taking out a $100,000 Russian UAV. That's not just effective, it's economically devastating. The implications go far beyond Ukraine. This is the first full-scale drone war in history, and it's rewriting doctrine for every major power. Ukraine's drone doctrine isn't just a battlefield tactic, it's a national survival strategy. What began as a workaround for limited air power has evolved into a full-spectrum aerial ecosystem. From reconnaissance to interception, from jamming to precision strikes, drones now form the backbone of Ukraine's defense grid. And it's not just about quantity, it's about adaptability. Ukrainian engineers iterate in weeks, not years. Field feedback loops are near instant. A drone design tested in Kherson on Monday might be upgraded and redeployed in Donetsk by Friday. This pace of innovation, driven by necessity, not bureaucracy, has allowed Ukraine to outmaneuver a larger, better-funded adversary. Russia, by contrast, is locked into legacy procurement cycles. Its drone platforms are often imported, expensive, and slow to evolve. The four-post, for example, is based on an Israeli design from the early 2000s. The Shahed, while cheap and abundant, lacks precision and survivability. Ukraine's drones, by comparison, are modular, locally sourced, and battlefield-proven. This asymmetry is reshaping the war. Ukraine now deploys drone patrols along its defensive lines, autonomous units that scan for incoming UAVs, relay targeting data, and engage threats without human intervention. These systems operate day and night, in all weather, across terrain that would be impossible to cover with ground troops alone. And they're working. Despite Russia's overwhelming manpower and artillery advantage, Ukraine's lines have held, not because of brute force, but because of aerial intelligence, rapid response, and drone-based interdiction. Every Russian drone that fails to reach its target is a victory. Every Ukrainian drone that intercepts it is a force multiplier. This model is already influencing global doctrine. U.S. defense planners are studying Ukraine's drone networks for lessons in distributed warfare. China is recalibrating its UAV strategy to account for low-cost swarm threats. NATO is reevaluating base security, ISR survivability, and electronic warfare resilience. The message is clear. Air superiority no longer belongs to the biggest aircraft, it belongs to the smartest systems. Looking ahead, expect Ukraine to scale its drone doctrine even further. Medium-range interceptors will evolve into autonomous hunter-killer units. Long-endurance surveillance drones will integrate with AI-driven targeting systems. Electronic warfare platforms will jam, spoof, and blind enemy UAVs before they ever reach the front. This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. Ukraine's drone war is the most dynamic, adaptive, and cost-effective aerial campaign in modern history. It's not just defending territory, it's redefining warfare. And as the world watches, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. The future of combat is unmanned, and Ukraine is already living in it.